All right, so you're gonna start another project today.
It's been started. We're gonna start working on it.
All right, and what is it now that you want to work on?
A 56 factory V8 short bed, non-deluxe cab.
It's in pretty good shape?
Not
so much. But it, like you said, it has good bones. It's a 56 half-ton short bed, factory V8, factory big window. We bought it out of Waco, Texas, around 15 years ago, about the time you were a little baby.
Probably.
And it's been mildly wrecked, so it does have a little bit of frame and bodywork issues over here. Yeah, we got it out of a cow pasture, so both doors are crushed in from where the cows would rub up against it, I guess, to scratch themselves. And then Sawyer says the original, which is definitely one way to put it. I say it's thrashed, but overall I guess it's got, you know, pretty good bones, and was a somewhat desirable truck. It was originally blue, right?
Yeah,
so kind of a nice blue. A baby blue, kind of a nice color originally. And the lighting in here is pretty bad, but it's pretty ruffled up front. You want to show everybody your engine. Your engine is, it's got to be the original one. It has like all original 50s stuff on it. It doesn't have like anything really swapped out. It's got the old generator, the old intake coil, all that stuff. Your wiring, I think, is almost gone on this truck. What few wires does have just totally rotted out. We put some marble down in here a month or two ago, and the crank wiggles. I wouldn't say it turns over, but it wiggles, so it's not totally locked up, but it's not totally freed up either, so we're gonna have to work on that. But overall, it should be something fun to work on. I don't know if you're ever gonna make it some sort of show clean, but
I don't think so.
You're just trying to get it running, kind of leave it looking like this a little bit, huh?
The little ratty look.
Okay, and it's a little bit of history on it. It's a big window, but it's a standard cab, which means it just had no outer trim here. Whereas the deluxe cab, the small window cab, was a deluxe. It had the trim that went all the way around.
I don't think the sweet patina is gonna make this one look good.
So it's not like it was totally optioned out, but it had some good options. So anyhow, so what we're going to try to do for now is free up the engine. If we can get it freed up, then we'll try to get it started, although I think we're going to have to get some fresh wiring in there for that. And then over here, we've got to figure out what we're going to do, because this fender is really jacked up and the door won't open properly with it the way it is. So we got to work on all that, and then we'll slowly work on bringing this back and reviving it. So I guess we'll get started today and see if we get the engine freed up, and hopefully maybe get this lined up a bit.
Do what we can, yeah.
Yeah, it's all you can do. Alright. He wants to work on down the shop, so we're going to do like Frankenberg. Drag it down the shop, work on it, and bring it back later on. Oh my goodness, he's right, all the wheels do turn. I don't think we've gone in there and freed those wheels up too, so that's a good sign. Alright, out of our old hiding hole, or tomb. Yeah, you're good. Let's get it down the shop and work on her. You good? Yeah. Alright, so we found out this door's, I wouldn't say jammed, but we can't get the handle in, so we can't get in from this side. And then this side we can get in and out of, but obviously the fender's holding it kind of half closed, so you can only open it so far. But we're going to go ahead and try to clean the interior out. And I don't know about the bed, we might not fool with that. And then we're going to try to clean the engine out, the top of the engine bay and stuff, so stuff doesn't fall out in there. Yeah. So we got the vacuum cleaner right here, and maybe the air compressor, and we'll get the cleaning.
Get done.
Hey Sawyer.
Yeah.
Hey, come here, come check this out.
What's up?
I just cleaned off the engine bay. How's it looking?
Looks a lot better.
I found out something.
What?
Look at this. Let me see if I can get a camera on there real good. Let's get the original grease on the engine. Look at that.
Whoa. Now that's rare.
That's not all, buddy.
Comes from the factory.
It's got the original rust.
Oh my god.
It's a very original truck.
It's a very true time capsule.
It is a time capsule of crap.
Yeah.
What do you think? You're just happy to be in America, aren't you?
Every day. Every day I wake up in God's country.
All right, let's keep cleaning. You find anything interesting? I know sometimes people find interesting things in old cars and trucks.
Nothing too interesting.
Just trash.
Trash and rust.
I mean, unless mouse feces is interesting, probably nothing exciting, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, got plenty of trash in here. I'm just gonna try to vacuum out and I'm gonna blow the last of it out. But this thing is one of the dirtier interiors I think we've ever had to clean on one of these old trucks. All right, so we got the old girl in the shop because the weather took a bit of a turn for the worse. I think it's supposed to rain for a little bit too, so we got her in here. Sawyer's almost done cleaning out the interior. He's done a pretty good job. Still reeks of mouse pee, but he can at least tolerate to be in there. So he's gonna wrap that up, and then I've kind of cleaned the glass so we can see each other through there while one of us is in there, one of us out here. And I'm gonna get a light stationed here, and then we're gonna start working on, see if we get the engine to turn over. And I still think we're gonna need to buy a wiring harness or do something before we can crank it, but let's see what we can get.
I think it looks fine enough.
Y'all want to throw, oh yeah, throw battery in there and keep the fire extinguisher. It starts sparking and arcing, I'll take it off.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, so we're trying to get the spark plugs out so we could have an easier job rolling the engine over. And some old farmer put wire around the spark plugs and the spark plug wires, I guess, to keep them from popping out. So Keegan's working on that. It's probably going to take a minute, but then we'll get the spark plugs out, and then that should help crank it, because I still think it is stuck a bit. But we also put that Marvel in there, and we don't want it also working against us too. So yeah. Those little trucks fight you. They don't like waking up from the dead. While Keegan is working on getting the spark plug wire things off that some farmer put on there, Sawyer and I are going to take the generator off. It's seized up. We're going to get the belt, maybe the fan off the water pump. The spark plug wires, they're totally disintegrated. We're going to take all that stuff, just kind of get it cleaned up where we can get down to the engine. And then, you know, once we know we can get the engine turned and free, then we'll start working our way back out. This isn't going to be one of those, you know, where we replace the bare minimal parts to get it revived. We're actually just trying to get it where it actually runs and reliably runs. So anything that even halfway is junk, we're going to get out of our way for now. And then, like I said, we'll decide later if we're going to use it or put new parts on there. So Keegan had a really good idea. Let's put it in gear and rock it and see if we can get the engine freed up.
It's still neutral.
And it is in neutral, but we were rocking it a few minutes ago in one gear. I'm not sure which one it was, and the engine did not seem to really want to turn much. It would just kind of pop, 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 pop like we were getting earlier. So not a good sign that the engine's freed up, but we'll keep fooling with it. Hopefully we can get one of these gears and break it free. And usually once you can break them free, they're usually good from there. But right now he's not wanting to break free at all.
Yeah, we'll get that.
Oh, and the something's wrong with the shifter, because all the bolts were taken out of that. So we're having to shift it around by hand, and I don't know, it's all messed up. I don't know what's wrong with it. Obviously something's wrong with it. Someone wouldn't have gone in there and taken that off and messed with it.
Sawyer just took these flatheads out.
I know, but it was already missing bolts and messed up.
It only had the one.
Yeah, so someone's been in there, which means something's wrong with the shifting on this. Alright, so I got it rocking in gear, and it is not wanting to break free at all. Nope, it is stuck. I mean, if we rock it for hours on end, we might be able to get it to free up.
I think that was the first.
We do have a plan B, Sawyer.
What?
Over here. There's two 283s right here. Upgrade your engine, upgrade your size from 265 to 283.
283. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying it's an option. I'm not giving up on this engine yet.
I'm saying if we pull out the motor, it's never gonna run. Because I already got 2 or 3 projects that are in that state.
It's a mystery. Will it ever run again or not?
It's not gonna break.
It's not gonna free up right now.
We don't have it in a. They had it like reverse or something. I don't know.
Well, a gear's a gear.
Well, not on the higher the gear, the easier it will be to break free.
That's true. You just gotta figure out if you can get it in third or not.
That's.
Well, we can figure it out real fast, but we have to wait till somebody wants to get wet.
Keegan doesn't mind going out there and getting wet. So with Sawyer's truck, you don't mind either. You must be neutral there.
Idea I was doubting.
Okay, hold on.
Shifting.
Okay, so we had a nightmare time getting it in the third gear because something's jacked up in there. You have to get it all messed around in here. But we did get it in third gear. We tried rocking it. It does feel like, or look like it's gonna start freeing up. So let's rock it again and see if we can get it more free. There we go. Yeah, okay.
Sorry, if you want to just hold the camera.
Now I got it. All right, let's rock it. I think it's starting to come free. There it is.
Oh my God.
It's trying to go.
Free. That belt is stuck on.
It's still.
That's free.
I wouldn't call it free rolling, but the engine is not seized. It did have to brake. It kind of popped a little bit.
The engine's free though.
So that's as free as we got it for now. Not sure how well that showed up on camera, but let's try it one more time in case that cable was in the way.
I'd say the engine's free.
Yeah, it's about as free as it's gonna get. So, all right. So let's keep stripping down, get down the block, and at least we know it does have some. Now I'm not gonna lie. If we go to crank it with a starter, it's probably gonna have some trouble. So we still might have to go and do some more stuff. But that's a good sign. We're going in the right direction. Keegan, thank you for your genius idea.
I learned it from a video of a guy reviving a tractor.
That's why we watch these videos. Although I'm not claiming anyone's gonna learn a lot from us, but this is just us doing what we do. We're not trying to claim like we're experts, because we're not. All right, let's keep going. So nothing we're doing right now is overly interesting or, you know, knowledgeable. So I'm just gonna jump cut you here real fast, folks. So we got the radiator out. It was surprisingly holding, I guess, water. It was more sludge than water, but it was holding something. So we're gonna take that to radiator shop to get washed out and pressure tested and see if it's still good or not. It actually looks like it's in decent shape, so we'll see. We also got the generator off, which was not frozen. I just thought it was. I guess the belt was holding it in place. And then just got the water pump off, which is quite sludgy and dripping. Just almost looks like oil out of it. Like I said, we definitely didn't want to just do the bare minimum on this, like a simple revival. We're trying to actually get this to run decent, if we can get it to run. So just wanted to stop and show you where we're at. We're going to take the spark plug wires off, but they are still trying to get those wires that farmer put on around each spark plug off. They are just being a nightmare. And you're working on the shifter thing, which that knuckle in there is all jacked up. Someone had messed with it. We think maybe just the grease dried out. I'm not sure. Messed up.
I think it's just a little difficult to figure out.
I think, yeah, or dried out a bit. So it's just a little update here on stripping this down right now. But also got the heater hoses out of the way, obviously, to get the water pump. But yeah, we're gonna keep tearing down, clean it. I would personally like to really tear into the engine, but the boys are not wanting to do that unless we have to. Well, so I think the valves are going to be sticky and everything. It's been sitting for so long, but I'll talk to Sawyer. Alrighty, so this is probably going to about do us up in the engine bay for today. Keegan's going around and spraying WD-40 in all the little areas that are dried up and don't want to move. And then Sawyer is he's taking the door panel off, and then the little access panel down there. And he's trying to slide the door back, which I don't know if he's going to get that done today. And then we're going to put her up for today. So are you happy with the progress we made?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We're gonna put her up in just a second then. Almost forgot. Put some rags down in the carburetor and water intake hole to keep any critters and bugs out. I tried to do it proper with tape, but the tape wouldn't stick for anything, so hopefully it won't be out in the shed but a few weeks at most, so rags it is. Keep everything out.